Namaste yogis. Let's begin our practice on our knees, finding your child's pose, lower down to the floor, releasing the hips over the heels, bringing your forehead to the floor. Beginning to settle down for your practice, letting go anything that doesn't serve you during the practice, letting go of the past, letting go of the future, observing your inhales and exhales. Letting go any thoughts stuck in your head. Letting go any stress, any tension, any anxiety. Building a thick wall around your mat and knowing that you are protected here on the mat and nothing and nobody can get you. You are here right now and everything is okay. Observing your ribs expanding as you inhale. Contracting as you exhale. Relaxing your lower back, your middle back, your shoulders. Melting your arms into the mat. Relaxing your neck. Bringing your focus to your third eye, the area between your eyes. Relaxing your jaw, bringing the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Gently walk your palms to the left side of the room, stretching the right side of the torso. Keeping your hips over the heels. Breathing through your right oblique muscles. Inhale and exhale, return back to the center. Inhale and exhale, walk your palms to the right side, stretching the left side of the torso. Inhale and exhale, return back to the center. And inhale, lift the torso up, finding your tabletop, and exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, lift, and exhale back. Now inhale, lift, and find the arch in your lower back, sending the tailbone up, and exhale, round, find your child's pose. Inhale, tabletop arch. Exhale, round, child's pose. Inhale, lift, arch. Exhale, child's pose. Inhaling, arching. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift up to a tabletop position. And let's take our thread the needle pose. Inhale, lift the palm up. Right arm up. And exhale, thread the right palm under your left armpit, lowering your right shoulder to the floor. Keeping your hips over the knees and gently start pushing your left shoulder to the back of the room. You can drop your right ear to the floor. Feeling a nice stretch in your upper back. If you wish, you can extend your left arm up and send your palm towards the lower back and maybe towards the inner right thigh, and keep opening the chest and sending your left shoulder to the back of the room. You can activate the core, find your balance, and lift your left leg up. Inhale and exhale, gently release your left knee down to the floor. Inhale and exhale, release your left palm down to the mat and transition back to your tabletop position. Realign yourself. Inhale, lift your left arm up, and exhale, thread your left palm under your right armpit, lowering your left shoulder down to the floor. Pressing your right palm into the mat and sending your right shoulder to the back of the room, keeping your hips over the knees. Activating the core, activating your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, try to extend your right arm up towards the ceiling, bend the elbow and reach the palm towards your lower back or your inner left thigh. Keep opening the chest, sending your right shoulder to the back of the room. If you wish, activate the core and start lifting your right leg up, activate your glutes, send the right heel to the back of the room. Inhale and exhale, gently release your right knee down to the floor, release your right arm and bring it down to the mat and transition back to your tabletop position. Inhale and exhale, send the hips back and let's stretch our wrists, point the palms towards the inhale and exhale, send the hips towards the heels and let's stretch our wrists. Bring the palms to the mat, fingers pointed towards the knees and start reaching the base of the wrist, the base of the palm towards the mat. Breathe here. You can move the palm slightly forward to find a deeper angle and then gently send the hips back. Breathe in here. Inhale, lift the hips up and then change the position, bringing the top of the palm towards the mat. Spreading the fingers and press the tips of the fingers, the knuckles, the base of the hand into the mat and start sending the hips back. Controlling the stretch, breathing here. Inhale and exhale, release. And now point the right fingertips towards the right side of the room and left fingertips towards the left, finding your tabletop position. And now just gently move from side to side. And maybe making circles. And then changing the direction. And exhale, release the hips down, find your child's pose. If you need to shake the wrists first, please do that and relax. When you're ready, inhale, rise up, returning back to sit on the knees. Inhale, lift the palms up, lift through the heart. And exhale, release the palms down. Cultivate your ujjayi breathing. Inhale up. And exhale down, breathing through the nose. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Inhale up. Exhale down, activating your pelvic floor muscles. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Interlacing the fingers right in front of you and send the palms away. Inhale, lift the palms up towards the ceiling, send the palms back, lift through the heart. And exhale, round the spine. Reach the chin towards the chest, stretch the back of your neck. Inhale up. And exhale, round. Inhaling up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. And inhale, return back to neutral. Now see if you can curl your toes and stretch the toes, sending the hips back. If you need to put a block under the hips, you can do so to remove some pressure from the toes or the knees. Breathe here. Keep letting go any tension, any stress in your body, in your mind. Keep quieting down your mind. Keep focusing on any sensations. When you are ready, drop the palms to the floor. Lift the knees. Finding yourself sitting on your toes, activate the core. And see if you can lift the palms off the mat, finding your balance. And now slowly start rising up, staying on the toes, finding your chair. And then inhale, slowly rise up, rise up. Keep the heels lifted. Activate the thighs, activate the core. And see if you can walk to the front of the mat on your toes. And exhale, lower the heels down. Release the palms down. Finding your mountain pose, bringing the big toes together. Your heels slightly apart, activating the thighs, rooting the four corners of the feet into the mat. Finding a neutral position for your lower back and your tailbone. Relaxing your shoulders down. Let's do a couple of sun salutations. Inhale, lift the palms up towards the ceiling. Find your gentle back bend. And exhale, slowly start folding forward, trying to keep your back flat. If you need to bend the knees for now, you can do so. Find your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up, trying to straighten the back. And exhale, stepping your feet back into plank and lower down to your knees, chest and chin. And inhale, finding your upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. You can take a moment here to bend the knees one at a time, warm up your legs, move the hips from side to side. Just observe how your legs feel today, how your hips feel. Observe what's going on in your upper body, in your shoulders. Inhale, send your gaze forward, and exhale, step walk, or if you're ready, jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, fold forward slowly. Inhale, rise up, Reaching the palms up, finding your back bend. And exhale, release the palms down. Inhale, lift the palms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, if you're ready to jump, jump back into plank and take your variation chaturanga on knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Activating your thighs, reach the heels down. Press the floor away from you, activating your whole palm. Roll your biceps out. Reach the chin towards the chest. Constricting the throat, sending the gaze towards the navel. Lifting your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, send the gaze forward, activate the core, step walk, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach the palms up, find your back bend, and exhale, release the palms down. Inhale, lift the palms up, back bend. Exhale, slowly fold forward, keeping your back flat, trying to straighten the legs. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up, and exhale, jumping back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift the hips off the mat, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep inhales and exhales, deep ujjayi breathing. Inhale, send the gaze forward, bend the knees, step walk, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach the palms up, and exhale, finding your back bend. And exhale, release the palms down. Observe the heat building up. Observe any sensations in your body. Inhale, squat down into chair, reach the palms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up and jumping back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Dropping your left heel down, stepping your right foot forward. Inhale for warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, step it back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Dropping your right heel down, 45 degrees. Stepping your left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, step it back, plank. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. And maybe transition back to chaturanga. And then downward dog. 5 deep inhales and exhales. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Gaze towards the navel. Keep elongating the spine. Send the tailbone up. Straightening the legs. 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Send the gaze forward. Activate the core jump. Inhale. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat down into chair, lift the palms up. And exhale, stand up tall, release the palms down. Samasthiti. Inhale, squatting down, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling halfway up. And exhale, stepping or jumping back, plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, see if you can push back up, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, back to chaturanga. And then downward facing dog. Dropping your left heel down, stepping your right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, step it back, plank. Exhale. Prepare for push-ups. If you don't want to do them, skip them. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. 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 Exhale, chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga, downward dog. Dropping your right heel down, stepping your left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale. Step your left foot back to plank. And prepare for your push-ups if you wish. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Last one, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, chaturanga, downward dog. 5 deep inhales and exhales. Reach the heels down, send the tailbone up. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale, send the gaze forward. Exhale, and jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat down into chair. And exhale, stand up tall. Release the palms down. Take a moment to slow down your breathing. Observing any sensations in your body, observing the heat. Open your feet, hip-width distance apart. Bring the palms towards the hips. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, start folding forward, leading with the heart, trying to keep your back flat. And if the knees need to be bent, you can bend them and reach for your big toes. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, start sending the elbows to the sides, bending the elbows and using your bicep strength to pull yourself closer towards the thighs and reach the elbows towards the ceiling. 5 deep inhales and exhales. Keep straightening your legs. Keep closing the gap between your belly and the thighs. 2, 3, 4, And 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, either take the same variation or bring the palms under the feet so that the toes will touch in the base of your forearm. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, trying to straighten your legs. And exhale, start bending the elbows, reaching the chest towards the thighs. 1. 2. Reach the tailbone up. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, release the palms. Bring the palms towards the hips. Inhale, slowly rise up. Finding yourself in standing. If you need to close your eyes, you can do so. Let the blood settle down. Take a couple of breaths here. You may feel a little bit dizzy. Now bring the palms together. Find your samastitihi, equal balance pose. And now step your right foot to the back of your mat, pointing the toes to the sides. And now pointing the right toes to the back of the room. Extending your arms to the sides. Inhale, send the hips back, reach the torso forward, 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 and exhale, lower down for your triangle. 5 deep inhales and exhales. Energize your legs, energize your arms. Find your core, pelvic floor muscles activation. 3, deep Ujjayi breathing. 4. And 5. Exhale, send your gaze to the floor, relax the neck, press through the front foot, rise up. Point the toes to the sides, and now point your left toes to the front of the room. Keeping your arms extended. Inhale, send the hips back. If you need to, just make a big circle to find that comfortable position with the hips, and then send the hips back and lean, lean, lean forward. Keep your chest open, and exhale, lower down, triangle. Just taking your right shoulder on top of the left. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, send your gaze to the floor, relax the neck. Inhale, press through the front foot, rise up. Point the left toes to the sides, point your right toes to the back of the room. Find a 45-degree angle with your back foot and prepare to do your reverse triangle. Square the hips. Inhale, lift your left palm up, and exhale. Reach your left palm to the outer edge of your right foot. If you're not able to do that, press the palm on top of the foot or to the block. Staking your right shoulder on top of the left. 5 deep inhales and exhales. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, send the gaze down, press through the front foot, rise up, and change the direction of the feet. Preparing to do your reverse triangle on the left side. Inhale, lift your right arm up, and exhale, keep squaring the hips and reach your right palm to the outer edge of your left foot, top of the foot or the palm. And now extend your left arm up. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send your gaze down to the floor. Press through the front foot, rise up. Turn your left toes to the side, palms towards the chest, and step to the front, samastitihi. Find your balance. Inhale, step your right foot back. Point your right toes to the back of the room. Inhale, extend your arms, and exhale, bend the front knee and lower down your palm to the outer edge of your right foot, extended side angle stretch. Press the shoulder into the knee, knee into the shoulder. 1. Send the gaze towards the palm. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Press the right foot into the mat, rise up, and change the direction of the feet. Inhale and exhale, bend the front knee. Bring your left palm to the outer edge of your left foot. Extend your right arm up and forward. 5 inhales and exhales. 1. 2. Keep your chest open. 3. 4. And 5. Press the left foot into the floor and rise up. And let's do the reversed side angle stretch. Back foot 45 degrees, point your right toes to the front of the room. Bend the front knee and either take the prayer palms variation or full expression of the pose. Inhale, lift your left arm up, and exhale, reach your left palm to the outer edge of your right foot, extending your right arm up and forward. 1. Keep your back heel on the mat. 2. Keep squaring the hips. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, change the direction of the feet. Back foot 45 degrees, square the hips, bend the front knee. Inhale, lift your right arm up or prayer position with the arms, and exhale, find your twist, reach your palm to the outer edge of the foot. Inhale, extend your left arm up and forward. Send your gaze towards the palm if you can. 1. Keep elongating the spine, keep your neck long. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale. Press your left foot into the mat. Turn the toes to the side. Inhale and exhale. Step to the front of the mat. Samastitihi. Inhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Extend your arms to the sides. Open your feet as wide as the palms and slightly pigeon toe the feet. Activate the thighs and bring the palms towards the hips. Inhale, lift through the heart, and exhale, start folding forward, leading with the heart, reaching the palms to the floor. And start walking the palms towards the back of the room, reaching your head towards the mat. Extending your legs, activating your thighs. If your head is touching the floor, then you need to bring your feet closer towards one another. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, bring the palms towards the hips. Inhale, rise up, and exhale. Release the palms and interlace the fingers right behind you. Inhale, lift through the heart, and exhale, start folding forward, squeezing your shoulder blades, keeping your neck long, and reaching the palms to the front of the room, trying to touch the floor with the palms. 1, 2, 3. Keep squeezing your shoulders towards one another. 4, and 5. Inhale, rise up slowly, slowly. You may get dizzy if you go too fast. And exhale, release the lock on the palms. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold forward. And with your index and middle finger, grab your big toes. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, start bending the elbows, reaching the elbows towards the ceiling. Find the balance between four corners of the feet. Energize your thighs. Exhale, start folding forward. Reach the tailbone up. 2, activate the core, your pelvic floor muscles. Look at the tip of the nose. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, slowly start rising up. Inhale and exhale, step to the front of the mat. Samastiti here. Find your balance. Inhale, step your right foot back. Point your right toes to the back of the room. Your feet shouldn't be too far apart. Back foot about 45 degrees, preparing for a pyramid pose. Square the hips and take either reversed prayer position or grab opposite elbows. Send the elbows towards one another. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, leading with the heart, start lowering down over the front thigh, keeping your hips squared, keeping your legs straight. Send the gaze towards your big toe or towards the navel if you wish to work on your balance. 2, 3, 4. With every exhale, going a little bit lower. And 5. Inhale, press through the front foot, activate the core, rise up slowly. You can release the arms, relax, shake, and change the direction of the feet. Heel to heel alignment, square the hips, find four corners of the feet, find your reverse prayer or opposite elbows. Inhaling, lifting through the heart, and exhale, lowering down over your front thigh. Activating the core, your pelvic floor muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, press through the front foot, rise up. And exhale, turn to the side, release the arms, shake, and step to the front of the mat, Samastiti here. You can stay at the front of the mat. I'm going to turn towards you. Open your feet hip-width distance apart. Bring the weight towards the left foot. Bend the right knee and reach the knee towards the chest. If this is enough, just stay here. Otherwise, with your index and middle finger, reach for your big toe. You can kind of curl the toe over the fingers so that the lock was really strong. And now start lifting up and extending your right leg, sending the heel forward. Send the right shoulder to the back of the room. Breathe. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Now see if you can send your right leg to the side. Send your gaze to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, send the leg to the front. Inhale and exhale, so you can reach the nose towards the knee. Find your balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest, Let go of the foot, but keep the leg high. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale slowly in a controlled way. Release the leg down. Shake the legs. Take a moment to reset. And prepare to do the other side. So bring the weight towards the right foot. Find your balance. Bend the left knee and squeeze the left knee towards the chest. Keep breathing, keep observing the heat. Keep letting go. And now if you're ready, with your index and middle finger, grab your big toe. Start extending the leg, sending the heel forward, sending your left shoulder back. Trying to keep your right leg extended. Try not to lock the knee. Keep a micro bend in your right knee. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, open your left leg to the side if you can. You can extend your right leg, right arm, and send your gaze to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5. See if you can reach the nose towards the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold on, hold your balance. Let go of the toes, hold the leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly release your leg down. Shake your legs. So you should be at the front of your mat. You can bring your palms together. Find your samastitihi, equal balance pose. Find your balance. Find 4 corners of the feet. Slow down your breathing. Observe any sensations. Observe your heartbeat. Observe what's going on in your mind. When you're ready, inhale, squat down into a chair for 5 breaths. Exhale, 5, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, jump back. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Step it to the front of the mat, dropping your back heel down and rise up for a warrior 2, 5 breaths. 1, relax your shoulders. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Straighten your front knee. Point your right toes to the left side of the room. Point your left toes to the back of the room. Inhale and exhale. Bend the front knee. Warrior 2 on your left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Frame your front foot, step your left foot back into plank, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep inhales and exhales. Inhale, send the gaze forward, activate the core, and exhale, jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach the palms up, and exhale, Samastiti here. Inhale, step your left foot back, and keep your right toes pointed to the back of the room, back foot 45 degrees, square the hips, and inhale, find your warrior one. 5 inhales and exhales. 2, lift through the heart. 3, 4, and 5. Straighten your front leg, point your right toes to the side, point your left toes to the front of the room, square the hips. Inhale and exhale, bend the front knee, warrior one. Keep squaring the hips. 2, send your shoulders down. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale and exhale, frame the front foot, step your left foot back into plank, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep inhales and exhales. Inhale and exhale, drop down to your knees, find your child's pose, relax here for a moment. Inhale, rise up and transition to sit on your bottom. If you are able to float and do lalasana, then you can do so. Or jump through. Finding your dandasana, spreading the weight evenly between your left and right sit bone, shoulders over the hips. Reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, energizing your legs, flexing the feet, and reach the palms towards the floor. Maybe your palms will be touching the floor. Maybe they will not be touching, like mine. Maybe your palms will be touching, but the elbows will be bent because the arms are longer than they're supposed to. That's all fine. My arms are shorter or the torso is longer and I have to deal with it. That's perfectly fine with me. So just keep finding the activation in your arms, in your torso, in your legs, finding your dandasana, find your Uddiyana Bandha, your energy lock in your lower belly, your Mula Bandha, activation in your pelvic floor muscles, and your Jalandhara Bandha, your neck lock. You're tucking the chin towards the chest. So you're creating the lock and the energy is just moving from your tailbone and up towards the neck, generating the heat, activating your energy vortexes, I guess your chakras, just raising the energy levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, release the activation. Now bend the right knee, bring the foot towards the groin, drop the knee out to the side, finding your Janu Sirsasana. You are pressing the sole of the foot towards the inner left thigh, activating your left leg. Inhale, reach the palms up, and exhale, lower down. Reaching for your foot, your ankle or the toes. Using your belt if you need to. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up, and exhale, lower down. 5 inhales and exhales. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, return to seated. Switching sides. Bending the left knee, extending your right leg, dropping the left knee out to the side. Both sit bones are on the mat. Inhale, lift the palms. Lead with the heart, reach for your foot. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, lower down. 5 inhales and exhales. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, return to seated, cross the legs. If you're not able to jump through, just cross the legs and jump your feet back and roll through your vinyasa, chaturanga, on knees, chest, and chin. Inhaling, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog, and jumping through, or just bringing yourself down to the hips. Extending your left leg, bending the right knee, and reaching your right foot to the back of the room. Bringing your right sit bone on the mat, making sure there is not too much pressure on the knee. Inhale, reach the palms up, and exhale, lower down over your front thigh. When you're ready, inhale, lift the chest halfway up, exhale, 5 inhales and exhales. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, return to seated and change sides. Gently extend your right leg, bend the left knee, and reach your left foot to the back of the room. Next to the heel is next to the left hip. Bring the left hip to the floor. Inhale, lift the palms up, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, 5 deep inhales and exhales. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, return to seated. Now release and from here, again, if you're able to lift and then jump through, please do so, whatever is in practice. Otherwise, just cross the legs, roll forward, and then jump your feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, jump through to seated. Extend your left leg, bend the right knee. Inhale, lift your right arm up. And exhale, reach your right palm to the outer edge of your left foot. Lower down as low as you can towards your left thigh. Stay low. And now bring your right triceps against the shin. And now wrap your right arm around your right leg and send the palm towards your lower back. Send your left palm towards the lower back, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, lift through the heart, and exhale, use your core. Start reaching your chest down to the floor and sending this knee to the back of the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, release the bind. And extend your right leg. Bend the left knee. Inhale, lift your left arm up, and exhale, start reaching towards the outer edge of your right foot, and lower your chest down, and now send your left triceps against your left shin. Send your palm towards the low back. Stay low with your chest. Send your right palm to interlace the fingers or grab the wrist. If your left hip is off the mat, that's fine. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, start lowering down 5 deep inhales and exhales. Make sure your right leg is engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, release the bind. If you are a little bit tired, you can just take your child's pose. You can just squeeze the knees towards the chest, taking your egg pose and just stay here, or roll through your vinyasa. Jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Jump to seated. Extend your left leg. Bend the right knee and bring the top of your right foot on top of the left thigh, finding your half lotus. Be careful with the knee. So you have to send the right knee back and then make a big circle to open the hip, and then bring the foot on top of the thigh. And you should feel fine with the right knee. If there's too much pressure, then lift the hips up or just avoid this pose. You can do your Janu Shirshasana one more time. Inhale, lift the palms up, and exhale, start folding forward. Grabbing your foot, your ankle or the shin. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, start lowering down for 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, return to seated, release the foot. Just roll the ankle in a circular motion. You can point and flex. And change sides. Extending your right leg, bending the left knee. Grabbing the foot, sending the left knee back, and then making a circle with the knee, externally rotating the hip. And now bringing the top of the foot on top of your right thigh. It may be a little bit more challenging on the other side, and that's fine. Inhale, lift the chest up, reach the palms up. Exhale, start lowering down, reaching for your foot or the ankle. Maybe this is enough, you cannot, maybe you're in a position where there's so much pressure that if you fold forward, you may injure yourself, so just be conscious of that. Just listen to the body and stay where your body wants you to be and not where I want you to be. Listen to your body. Inhale, lift through the heart, and if you can, exhale, lower down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, return to seated. Release the half lotus and gently roll your foot in a circular motion. Point and flex. Either squeeze the knees to the chest or cross the legs. Jump back to plank chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, child's pose or downward dog. Inhale and exhale, jump through to seated. Extend your left leg, bend the right knee. And now, try this pose. So grab your ankle, externally rotate your thigh, Kind of turn the front of the shin to the right side of the room. Reaching the toes towards the inner left thigh. So the heel is pointed towards the ceiling and the knee is trying to reach to the floor. So it's a really nice stretch for your toes. And I guess the flexion of your ankle. I'm not feeling anything on my knees. I feel comfortable. If there's too much pressure on the knee, then avoid this pose. Keep your left leg engaged. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, lower down. As you lower down, you will feel even more pressure at the back of the toes. So just be careful. Exhale, reach for the foot. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, return to seated. Carefully release the foot. You can point and flex your toes. Relax, release any tension in the knee. And then prepare to do the other side. It may be more challenging. Bend the left knee. Kind of point the left toes to the left side of the room. And now start reaching your toes closer and closer towards your right thigh, and now start reaching the left knee towards the floor. I guess it would also depend on the flexibility of your inner thighs, how far you can go with the knee. Make sure you're listening to your body, trying to keep both sit bones on the mat. Just take a moment to observe where you feel the most tension. If you're feeling any pain, and then if you think it's pretty comfortable, then you go further. Inhale, lift the palms up, and exhale, reach for your toes. I don't think I will be able to fold forward because my left toes are much tighter than the right. So I'll just hold on to my toes, but I will not fold forward. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, release. Gently point and flex your toes. I feel some nice burn at the back of my toes. So nice. Feel the heat, the blood rushing. And then when you're ready, either take your child's pose, stay in your egg pose, activating the core, or just roll through your vinyasa. Inhale and exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, jump through to seated. Bring your feet together and reach the heels towards the glutes. Open the knees out to the sides. Finding your Baddha Konasana. Grabbing your feet and opening them like a book. Making sure both sit bones are on the mat. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, start reaching the chest down, keeping your back flat. Using your bicep strength. 5 deep inhales and exhales. 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, release. And now take the variation where you are rounding your back and reaching the nose towards the toes. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, you can round. 2, 3, 4, And 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, release. Again, either squeeze the knees towards the chest, take your child's pose, or roll through a vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, jump through to seated. Now open your legs wide. Upavishta Konasana. Wide-legged forward fold. Reaching for your big toes. So your legs should be wide enough for you to still be able to hold on to the toes. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, slowly start lowering down. As low as you can. If this is here, this is fine. As long as your back is straight, your legs are engaged, the knees are facing up towards the ceiling, and your feet are flexed, then you are safe. Use the core. With every exhale, going down. 5 inhales and exhales. Two. Shoulders away from your ears. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, slowly return back to seated. Gently close the legs and just roll the knees from side to side. And again, if you're ready to roll through a vinyasa, please do so. Otherwise, take the position for your rest. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Activate the core. And prepare to do your boat pose. Lean back. You can have your palms on the mat if you wish, and lift the feet off the mat. Bring the weight towards your sit bones, your tailbone. You can play with extending one leg and then the other. Make sure your legs are also engaged, your hip flexors, your core, your lower back. Inhale, lift the palms up and extend your legs. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squeeze the knees towards the chest. And exhale, roll through vinyasa. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, downward dog, child's pose, and then transition to your seated. And let's do your forward fold. Both legs are extended, thighs are engaged. Flex the feet. Inhale, lift the palms up. And exhale, fold forward, reaching for the toes, your ankles, or the shins. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, and exhale, start lowering down. 5 deep inhales and exhales. 2. Keep your neck long. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, return to seated. Again, knees towards the chest, child's pose or vinyasa. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Jump through to seated. And let's take a counter pose. Bring the palms right under the shoulders, fingers pointed towards the toes. Activating your whole palm, pointing the toes, reaching the toes towards the floor. Start lifting the hips for your Purvottanasana. Lift, lift, and drop your head down if you wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, release. Squeeze the knees towards the chest. And from here, just start lowering down to your back and just rocking forward and back. And then gently releasing the feet to the floor. Extending your legs towards the ceiling. If this is enough, just stay here. You can have your feet against the wall, just letting the blood settle down. Otherwise, we have to transition to our shoulder stand. So lift the hips, bring the palms towards the lower back, and just start lifting up. Four and 5. Now inhale and exhale, release the feet down to the floor, finding your halasana plow pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now see if you can bend the knees. Reach the knees towards the ears, and if the knees are touching the ears, maybe squeeze the ears with the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now press the palms back towards the lower back, and then return back to your shoulder stand. Now bend the right knee and take half lotus with your right foot. Bend the left knee and reach the left knee towards your forehead. If you wish to take full lotus with your legs, then do so. Keep reaching the knees towards your forehead. When you're ready, return back to your shoulder stand. Inhale and exhale, bend the left knee and reach your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And start reaching the right knee towards your forehead. If you wish to take full lotus and it's accessible and you can do it safely, please do so. When you're ready, gently release and return to your shoulder stand. Inhale and exhale. Drop your palms down to the floor and start rolling out one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Bring the palms right under the glutes, palms facing up or down, whatever is comfortable. Point the toes. Inhale, start lifting your lower back, your middle back, upper back off the mat, and finding your fish pose, dropping your head down. Maybe you can bring the weight towards the top of the head if you wish. Reach the heart towards the ceiling, stretch the front of your neck. Inhale, lift your head back up to neutral. Exhale, roll your elbows out to the sides and lower your back down. Release the palms. Now bring your feet together. Feet are hip-width distance apart. And find your half bridge. Press the palms into the mat. Start peeling your lower back, middle back, upper back. Reaching the hips higher towards the ceiling, squeezing an imaginary block in between your thighs. If you wish, tucking your shoulders under and interlacing the fingers, Lifting the hips higher, finding your back bend. Reach the chest towards the chin. The back of your neck is on the mat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, release the shoulders. Start lowering your spine down, release the palms. From here, either repeat the same variation or take full Urdhva Dhanurasana, full bridge. Bring the palms next towards the ears, fingers pointed towards the toes. When you're ready, press the palms into the mat, bring the top of the head towards the mat. And then when you're ready, make sure there's nothing on your way, start extending your arms and maybe walking your feet closer towards the palms, trying to keep your knees reaching towards one another. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, start bringing the back of your head and neck to the mat. Bringing your spine down. And then walking your feet forward, lowering your lower back, your hips. If you need to squeeze the knees towards the chest, resetting your lower back. Rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready, extending your legs. Extending your palms. Extending your arms, palms facing up. Aligning your chin with your forehead. Bringing back your natural breathing. Slowing your heart rate down. Letting go any tension, any stress from the practice. Quieting your mind, melting and surrendering. Visualizing a ball of light in your heart center. And visualize that light radiating to every part, every cell of your body, from the crown of the head to the tips of the fingers to the tips of your toes. When you're ready to finish the practice, start waking up your fingers, your toes, bending the knees, and gently rolling to your right side, and building your way to a comfortable seated position. Hands on top of the knees, palms facing up. Take a moment to observe how you feel after the practice. Any new sensations, any new state of mind. Thank you for sharing your beautiful practice with me. I hope you enjoy the practice and you feel great after the practice. Let me know how you feel. Press the like button, subscribe, and until we meet again, namaste.